Hey guys, Chef Whitney from Fort Worth Country Day. Today we are going to be making a New Mexico style pork posole. Before we get started, go ahead and turn your ovens on to 350 degrees. For today's recipe, you will need pork loin, onion, minced garlic, oil, salt and pepper, carrots, chicken broth, canned diced tomatoes, canned green chilies, canned hominy, chili powder, ground cumin, dried oregano, and fresh lime juice to garnish with. For the tools you'll need a cutting board, chef's knife, Dutch oven or a pot, can opener, peeler, baking pan, parchment paper, and a spoon. So the first thing we'll want to do is get our pork cooking in the oven. So line your baking pan with parchment paper. Put your pork loin on the pan and season it with salt and pepper. And now we're going to put this in the oven until it's cooked all the way through. So while our pork is cooking, let's go ahead and chop up one onion. Now we're going to peel and chop our carrots. So now I've pulled the pork loin out of the oven. I pulled it when it hit 145 degrees internally, and I let it rest for about 8 minutes. So now I'm just gonna kind of rough chop this up, and then we'll be ready to start building our posole. Okay, our pork is all chopped up, so now let's go start building our posole. All right, let's start cooking. So first, turn on your stove. You want to let this heat up before you start adding anything to it. Okay, once your pot has started to heat up, go ahead and put in about 2 tablespoons of oil. Put in your onion. And about a tablespoon of garlic. Season it with some salt and pepper. And we're going to let this cook until the onions start to become translucent. Next, we're going to add in our carrots. We're going to let this cook for about 5 to 8 minutes so the carrots can start to soften. So once your onions and carrots start to get some nice color on them, let's go ahead and add our chicken stock. So I'm going to build the chicken stock in the pot. So I'm going to add water. And then I'm going to add my chicken concentrate to make my chicken stock. We're going to add in 1 can of hominy. You want to drain this first before you add it in. We're adding 1 can of diced tomatoes. 1 can of green chilies. Our pork. We'll season again with salt and pepper, some dried oregano, some chili powder, and ground cumin. Give it a stir. And we're going to want to bring this up to a boil, so turn your heat up. And then once it starts boiling, we're going to cover it, we're going to reduce the heat, and we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. So now that our posole has come to a boil, we're going to reduce our heat to a medium heat. We're going to give it a good stir. We're going to put our lid on it and we're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. And there you have it, a hearty New Mexico style posole. Thanks guys for cooking with me. See you next time.